You're listening to The Grind with Chromatics playing the best in TNT music.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've been waiting for her arrival. We welcome to The Grind, the one, the only, KERVISHA. Sing for them, darling! Hey!
Living in a corner house, the kite too fast. Dipping in the holy water in Carnage. Walking through a arena with the blade in my hand. I'm black and white. Living in a corner house, the kite too fast.
We going again from the top. It's a long intro. Yeah. You thought it was the instrumental?
I thought they just wanted me to do it and then leave it to play after.
Now, let's go. All right.
In a corner house, I kite too fast. Dipping in the holy water in Carnage. Walking through a rima with a blade in my hand. I'm black and white in my flask, oh yeah. Black dirt on my white shoes like a convent girl. Deeping through my window cause I like bacchanal. Look left to right in Scarborough City whole line long. But beach is part of my plan. Victory, you know. Punching is a part of the scene. Take a own and get to bank. I think we like how it feels. You think we idle, we just idolize the part of the piece. But I just part of the dream. Talking too much. Why you don't just hush? I getting really fed up. If your brethren jump, you go jump. If monkey know a tree to climb, I bet the dog ain't go back up. This one. Punching is a part of the scene. Take our own and get to bank. I think we like how it feels. Don't think we idle. We just idolize the part of the piece. Cause I just part of the dream.
You're listening to The Grind. Ladies and gentlemen, yes. Once again, as I said, we welcome to The Grind, the one, the only KERVISHA.
Yes.
How you doing, darling?
I am neutral.
Neutral?
Yeah, I'm neutral.
I like that. I've never heard anybody express it like that. I am neutral.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so this song, and of course another song we're gonna get into, Moon. We've been playing on the Grind for a while now. Of course, you've been on the station before with Rebel Radio.
Correct.
That was a vibes. I think that was the first time I heard of you. And then you sent the music and we went back and forth. Of course, you're on. For those who don't know, KERVISHA is in an upcoming episode of Three Chairs. If you haven't seen Three Chairs yet, go and check it out. We have our first 2 episodes up, right? And that was a whole scene in itself. BooMTowN that night. Why? I ain't gonna tell you which artist she with, right? And the three artists. Well, they gotta subscribe and look out for it. Yeah, so I wanna know about who KERVISHA is and how did we get to this point of actually putting out an entire album called, was it
Accidentally Art.
Accidentally Art.
Yeah.
Right? But before that, let's get into how you got into music and whatnot. You know what I mean?
That's always a long story.
Well, this is Grind.
I have enough. All right.
Yeah, you fix now, man. You fix.
All right. So I've been singing since I was like this small. You know, I sang at my preschool graduation, sang at my primary school graduation, and then I got into spoken word and ended up doing a poem in my secondary school Form 6 graduation.
And which secondary school was that? You don't have to say it, but we just like to big up the school and them, but...
St. Joseph Convent, Port of Spain.
Oh, serious? So why... Oh, so in this song where you say walking... Oh, where's the line? Black dirt on my white shoes like a convent girl. You're talking from experience then?
That's right.
All right, cool. And go ahead.
So yeah, I just been singing. I had a group while I was in secondary school called Future Productions, and I would train people to sing, and we would just like be doing covers, and it was just a real good time.
Okay.
So I've been doing music for a long time. I just never did anything formally. I never did vocal training or like learned any instruments or nothing like that. But yeah. I went on the poem situation, like into UE and all that vibes.
Maybe the spoken word.
Yeah, so I was
sort of like circuit.
Yeah, I was with 2 Cent Movement at a point in time.
Oh yeah, okay.
I was a part of the 2 Cent Movement, and then I left to finish on focus on school because I'm a smart girl, you know. Yeah, but that's not the case at all. But yeah, don't be deceived. But yeah, and then in 2019, I was with a partner, and I remember asking him like, "You think of me as a singer?" And he was like, I don't know, because you don't have anything out there. And every time I hear something like that, I say, all right.
Nobody had the point, or he or she had a point.
I was like, all right, fine. Okay, cool. Well, challenge accepted. That was December. See, I'm writing a song. I sat down and work. I was working in Maritime at the time, being delinquent, listening to beats and writing. And then come January, I recorded. Tuesday, it was released. I say, right. So now I am a singer.
What?
Yeah, right. Good.
And what was the name of that first song?
That's Alas.
Oh, so which is on the album?
Yeah, that's the last.
So how long ago was this?
This was 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, this was 2020.
So do you mind if I know what does it tell me, manners, you're not supposed to ask a lady the age, but do you mind if I ask that too? No?
I am 25.
Oh, serious?
Yeah.
Okay. You have a older spirit. You know what I mean?
I've been hearing it for my whole life.
Serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if I'm 45, like some kind of stupidness, but yeah. So yeah, that was my situation with music. I had published a book in 2019. That's why the question came in, like, okay, should I be considered more of a writer than a singer? But I've been singing longer than I've been writing, and then I was like, you know what, I do both. Just fuck that. Sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead. This is grind. This is grind. It's okay. It's okay.
But yeah. So that's what happened. And
so you published a book. Tell us more about that.
The name of the book is Sunrise on the Quadrangle. Everything has a pinch of my entire life in it. That's the little area by the food court in UE.
I believe so.
So they have the so it's the
library.
The food court,
the library. Yeah.
And that's the quadrangle.
The grass.
That's not the grass. That's the paved path.
Right.
So when you're walking more by the paved path,
quadrangle.
That's what they call it, the quadrangle.
Okay.
I get the name. A day I was pulling an all-nighter. And I woke up maybe 5 after 5, and I see the sunrise, and I was like, oh, this is so fucking beautiful, dog. I wish I could just capture this moment. And I was like, okay, I'll capture it in a book. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what I did.
Okay. But I mean, wouldn't you say that, as a singer, so you're not just a singer, but you sing you write your own music, right?
Yeah.
Right. So you're a writer.
Yeah.
You're more so a writer that sings.
Correct.
That can sing.
Correct. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So hey, yeah, no
That's
doubt. And well, we're gonna get into the album after this, but I want to highlight a song that we've also been playing on the grind quite frequently. This one is called Moon. Travia the Moon line up the moon there. Ladies and gentlemen, KERVISHA is our guest here today on the grind. We're gonna showcase some of her music off of the album, which is available on all streaming platforms now.
Correct, yeah.
Accidentally Art. After this one, we're gonna find out how she get her name. All right, let's go. Get them it live, my darling.
Oh Lord.
868, it's all about the grind.
I just want some time to ease my mind and vibe. Feelings kinda shifty, healing taking time. But the mood on my mind, on my heart inclined. Things take time. And I just want to wrestle. Take it nice and slow to ease the stress, yeah. Sometimes I don't feel to get up. I keep my eyes on high, I will touch the sky, yeah. 'Cause the moon on my mind, on my heart inclined. The moon on my mind, on my heart inclined. And I just want to wrestle, take it nice and slow to ease the stress, yeah. Sometimes I don't feel to get up. Keep my eyes on high, I will touch the sky, yeah. The moon on my mind, the the moon on my mind, on my heart inclined. Yes. Yeah, 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 yes. Yeah, 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 yes, yeah, ooh. Yeah, 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 yes. Got the moon on my mind, on my heart inclined. The moon on my mind, on my heart inclined.
Hi, thanks for watching O.U.R Radio on YouTube. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and tap the bell icon to get notified anytime we go live or post new content. OURradio.fm, your urban alternative.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I know you're feeling it. I know you're loving it. Ladies and gentlemen, KERVISHA, our guest here today. That track is called Moon, and that is available on her album or EP. We call it an EP, right? That is available on all streaming platforms. So we always encourage y'all, right, to go and run up the numbers. You're already a subscriber to Apple Music or a subscriber to Spotify. Go and run up the numbers. Trust me, it makes a big difference. Because when artists like KERVISHA, artists like myself, start to see that little money trickle in on the back end, it gives us more incentive to go out and create more.
True.
Right? And you're already paying yourself $99 a month.
Yes,
you just had to play it.
Yes,
you know what I mean? And play it for other
people.
people, share it for other people. It's also on YouTube. I think the whole album is also on YouTube.
Correct.
So if it's cheap and you don't have no subscription, you go.
Watch it on YouTube still. Yeah, that's what it's there for.
Yeah, no doubt. I just kicks in it all. I don't vex it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So yes, Accidentally Art. How did we come to this name for this album, this EP?
All right. So this is where it gets smooshy.
Smushy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So my mom was diagnosed with bipolar disorder when I was really young. So I grew up taking care of her and basically mummying the situation. For a period of time, the roles were kind of reversed. And I turned to writing as a way of expressing myself without explicitly telling people what was happening. So I would use metaphors and do all those things, and people say she when they really mean me, and that kind of all that kind of stuff. But I found myself being extremely raw. Ironically, I wasn't hiding anything.
Right.
I am depressed. I am sad. These things are affecting me. I am still a very raw poet. But in 2020. March, I had my first episode. I am now diagnosed with bipolar, and I had my first psychotic episode in March of 2020. I was hospitalized and everything, and I came out of the hospital and I did not know myself. Completely lost myself. I had to call people and be like, "How am I? Why does do how it does?" I really forgot everything about myself. But for some reason, on the day that I came out, the only thing I could remember was Moon, the same song, running over and over in my head. Apparently, I had written it before I went in. While I was going through the psychotic episode is when it came to me. So I was like, what song is this, boy? So I go into my recordings now to find it. And I had an iPhone at the time, so I went into GarageBand and I sat in my toilet. Sat in the washroom there, just enough to not hear any noise, and recorded it. And then, I just kind of sat with myself, and in that journey afterwards, I was like, I'm very critical of myself. I find just issues with every component of myself, and I had to be like, if God is an artist and he created the moon and the stars and, the trees, and sometimes you look up at a tree and it looks like lungs, and just things just so beautiful about everything around me. And if he's an artist and he created me, then I am art. And I was just like, for real, I am art, everything about me, this is who I am. People look at abstract art and see beauty in it. And similarly, I am abstract in whatever essence, in whatever sense. I am not like anything else. So I am an abstract art. And, these songs and these singing, all those things kind of happen just accidentally. The things I have been doing have not been out of my will with any plans or anything. It's really just happened on accident. And I was like, this is what the EP is, because this is who I have realized myself to be. And I'm very happy about it. And that's where the term.
Wow! that was real cool. Yeah. That's a very dope explanation and a dope summation of how you came to that name. But I want to touch more on that, because actually I did overhear Amako slide when in 3 Chairs you did mention something about that quote-unquote episode. What do you think it stemmed from? Is it you think it's hereditary, or was it things that provoked it? How do you deal with it now, and how do you deal with it from reoccurring or manage it? Because I believe people that deal, and especially in entertainment, deal with anxiety and all these different things. Not entertainment, creative arts, if you want to call it that. You know what I mean? And I think, as I say on the grind, it's all about telling your story. You never know who else you could be helping out, right? As a creative and just a person in general. So how do you manage it?
Well, to answer all 3 questions, yes, it is hereditary, because my mom has it.
Right.
I also have mental health issues on both sides of my family, but my mom's side and my dad's side. It's just like you just get triggered into it. Some people would have it, but never get triggered into it actually showing up. But I was triggered into it actually showing up because it was really tough for me. Like, that period of time was really, really tough. I had I moved out. I was living alone. I moved out. My mom wasn't speaking to me at that time, but we weren't speaking to each other. My partner was being very distant and just asshole, and it was me in a room in silence day after day after day after day, and him coming home and then not wanting to sit and talk to me. I want to go and smoke with his friends down the road, and it's like, so I just sitting and bubbling in my sources, and eventually that would send, I feel like just a normal person, it could send a normal person, and I was sadly, that was a part of me, and that's what happened and had to go that far. How I cope with it, barely, things like this. I was telling a friend of mine that I write for money and I sing for fun. This is how I cope with it now. Okay. Like, things are on all streaming platforms just because I know people use streaming platforms. Another friend I was telling, because he was like, if you go with DistroKid, I was just like, dog, I don't really care about making money off of this, I just want to write songs for people to listen to it. Like, that's it. So I'm choosing the one with the most streaming platforms, so there are more opportunities for people to listen to these songs. Right. Because this is where I put myself. When I am overwhelmed, I write it out. I write like a runner. They would run it out. Somebody that does drive, they would just drive. So
your art is also your managing system for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And have you just you discovered that after the episode, or was it you discovered it before, but then the episode just reinforced that fact?
The episode definitely reinforced it. I realized that through other different points in my life, there were songs that kept me going, because I was in a home for a period of time.
Other people's songs or your songs?
Other people's songs.
Right.
I was in a home for a period of time, and Erykah Badu, On and On. Saved my life, boy. Saved my life. When
it's only 25, don't you know about them tune?
What do you mean, what's that? But yes, yeah, but also, like, probably was here before them write it.
Right.
You understand? That saved my life. Janae Aiko, Eternal Sunshine. When I came out of the hospital, had that on repeat. Is it fair? Is it fine for me to say, if I were to die today, it's not a thing that I would change? I've lived well. Like, yeah. I feel like that's how you should live every day. Right. You should feel at peace enough. People say that's a morbid way, but I think you should feel at peace enough with yourself to say, like, nah, I have lived well. If I had to die right now, I am content with that. Right. I am okay with that.
Yeah, I think that if you live like that, that means you go live each day to the fullest, and you will live it right now.
Yeah, you will live it considerately. Yeah, correct. Yeah.
They said it anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, KERVISHA is our guest today. We're getting deep with the things. Yo, Marv Monty says she bad. Arnold Carmichael, blessing to you. Thank beautiful. You. Her voice sweet from Miss Trini Woman. Yeah, man, y'all send some more notes. Y'all can send us some voice notes. Y'all can feel free to call us up 466-4-O-U-R. That's 466-4687. Touch base. Even talk to her about certain things. Even if you going through it as well, you know what I mean. But let's get back to the album. Of course, the album is called Accidentally Art. Yeah. So what made you say that? All right. So your first song that you put out. When was that? Alas, right? Which is on the album.
Yeah.
When was that?
That was Valentine's Day 2020.
2020, so
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Right. And then, so what made you now say that you're actually going to, because some certain people don't work their way up to a project so fast from after their first release. You know what I mean? So what was your, you know, your motivation to actually make a project and put it out?
My motivation was death. I was
Okay.
like, oh my goodness. Yeah, I was like, I could pass. I have all these songs because I still have a big, you know, a lot of songs. It's like I have all these songs. And I had a psychotic episode. I could have lost myself. I could have been one of them people on the streets. And I'm still here. So, you know, it's possible it could happen again. So, let me do this quick before. You know, I don't care if it's perfect. I don't care nothing. I just want an element of me to live on. I want an element of my story to live on. I want people to be curious about this person. If I were to pass, I want them to be curious enough to want to ask people, like, you know KERVISHA? I know she was in this, like, how she was, like, what kind of person? Like, that is why I did it as fast as I did it. Because it don't need to be perfect. It just needs to be done and put out there. And I'm doing it by myself and another person. So there's only so much of us.
I wish I could adopt that mentality. Because I stayed on an album for about 6 years now.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
No.
It's weird. But I mean, I balance in so many different
Correct.
things and
Correct.
businesses and whatever.
Yeah.
But so it goes. I mean, don't worry. People will hear Hammer and Chisel, my album,
want
at
to
some
hear it
point in
now.
life. Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad.
I want to hear it
It's
now.
real bad. It's going to be my last hip-hop album. And then I'm done. Yeah, and then I'm done.
I mean, that's fair enough too. Now, like if this is gonna be the last one, you had to make it count. I feel like for some, you know, Riri and that last album, I feel like that was her. Yeah, I could do this, and then I could move on to other things now.
Right.
Because that was hard.
Yeah.
That whole album was just hard. I was like, you can't come better than this. If you come better than this, what the fuck? Yeah. So.
So tell me about now the creative process behind it, and most of the technical side, the production, getting the beats, whatever, mixing, mastering, that sort of thing.
Everything was done by Mark Anthony Pay. His name is I Am Imei on Instagram. Everything was done by him. I find people were, especially partners I had before, they were shitting on him, dog. They were shitting on him. They was like, you know, he not good, he not. And in my mind, I was like, what you hear? Yes, he real alternative, but that don't mean he not good.
It's so when you say he produced all the beats, all the
Everything.
Well, his
Everything.
style does suit you and suits your music. So
It
whether or not
does.
he alternative or not is
It does, but he wasn't this. He was more of a, he wasn't this. This
Right.
that you're hearing from him, he wasn't this. I saw this in him. And I say, okay, you think he can make a hip-hop beat? I throw everything at him and then
Right.
give him full artistic liberty. I don't want it. I'm not going to tell you what I want. This is the beat I wrote it to on YouTube. Most of these songs, nothing like the beat on it. He just wanted to get a vibe. He just wanted to realize what the cadence was. And then he make his own thing.
right,
And my song to test was Moon.
right.
Because Moon is written to a hip hop beat. And I didn't want it to be a hip hop. I didn't want that. I wanted somebody to feel the essence of it and be able to roll with that. So when I sent him Moon and he gave me back that beat, I was like, all right, here, I can trust you with all these songs. Go ahead.
Right.
Do what you want. So when he put it real on a drill beat and
Yeah,
I was like, all right,
that's
you're
crazy.
hard. You're hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dope. Ladies and gentlemen, KERVISHA is our guest. If all that haven't gone and saved the thing on your Apple Music and Spotify yet, you're sticking, right? The album is called Accidental Art, right? It's out now on all streaming platforms. We want to get into this one to close off our interview. This one is called, wait, no, hold on. Actually, Trav, check your email there. Sorry. check your email. I said it in your email.
Damn.
Yeah, but all right. In the meantime, KERVISHA. So, I mean, what? I mean, I guess with the pandemic and whatnot, where have you been able to, go out there and sort of let the music live in a live space? Have you been out there performing and stuff yet?
No, I haven't had the opportunity to do so.
No?
No opportunities have come to me. I haven't seen any opportunities, but I have applied. I did apply to Bohemia Room,
Okay.
which is, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the end of this month.
Right.
So that will be my first live performance.
No doubt.
Aside from the 3 chairs thing, but that's...
Don't worry. When the 3 chairs drop, well, and when this interview drop too, the bookings will come away. Shout out to Navy and True Talk No Lie. I think they have an event coming up soon, so we definitely try and plug you up for that one as well,
I
and
love
get you
that.
to come on True Talk No Lie in the coming months. Yeah. All right, Travis, got it. It's called Fine. Yeah. All right. Had I think it up, or you good to go?
You see it looking normal here, but when you understand, it's to fight them.
All right, we want to end it off with this one, ladies and gentlemen. This one is called Fine, off of the album Accidental Art, KERVISHA live. Accidentally Art.
Yes.
Accidentally Art. When they write in Accidental Art, I go find it.
Yeah, it will come true.
Just write KERVISHA. KERVISHA.
That's the most important part.
Most important part. When I was searching for and putting music on the Instagram post and whatever and whatnot, the first thing that come up was your music. So that's great. It's a very unique name. All right. Accidentally Art is the name of the EP, and this track is called Fine. She gonna give it to you live on the grind. Let's go.
Met a girl by a riverside watching the sky. He asked her how she doing all alone. She said, fine. But lonely knew better than to fret her. He sat down by her side. He said, don't worry now, the prince will call me, and he will come in time. She said, but I doing fine. So fine, 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 fine. So peace will come and the blazing sun. Till then, I'll sit down under the trees. I will write and sing my songs. I will dance to the beat of everybody new drum and feel fine. So
You're listening to the grind.
Ladies and gentlemen, KERVISHA, I had to bring it back for a moment because I thought you were going to cry here just now. You understand? Nah, when I was listening back, so I was listening back to the EP because, of course, we play It Real and we play Moon regularly on the grind and on the station, across the station. As I was looking at what other songs to feature today off of the EP, and I played Fine. I was like, yo, this is insane. So, question. Before we go, a few things. Any plans? Because I feel like this could do the video.
I would love that.
I mean, It Real and Moon for sure, but something about this song, it's so emotional and touching. I think visually a representation of it. We have BooMTowN. Yeah, you can talk to BooMTowN.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll be open to it. Yeah, I mean, so any plans to?
I don't have any, but I do. Whenever I get like ideas, I write them down in my little journal. I have a full concept for Moon actually.
Right.
But other than that, I just kind of jot down things. I had, a producer, but I don't have any videographers that like available to do stuff or people that could like run concepts and So yeah.
Now we look at the man here, and we have numerous over here. We have numerous. All right. Another question I want to ask before, what I forgot to ask it earlier, is your R&B singer, or I don't know what you want to say, R&B, weird, whatever, right? A singer like yourself, doing this style of music. You make it your business to use Trinidad and Tobago references and slangs and twangs. And why was that, comparatively, like when you listen to other people who would sing styles like this, they don't really incorporate that chinniness in it. You know what I mean? I don't know why, but why do you do it?
This is something that I like. When I was really younger, I would think about now because I felt the same way. For the same across genres locally, I find that we adopt the accents of other people, and I'm just like, dog, Trini accents real hard. People come down here and they love it. So I would practice to find my voice because I feel like a lot of people, they use those accents and stuff because they haven't fully found their voice.
Very much so.
Like, how can they sing in their accent in the way that they speak out? And I just took a lot of time practicing and developing my personal voice, and sounding like a Trini is how I sound when I speak. So yeah, so I've tried to make sure it there. For it real, I was like, yeah, there's it for sure. Yeah.
All right, no doubt, ladies and gentlemen. Anything you want to leave? I mean, do the regular thing, the social media, how people can hit you up and gear for these bookings, or book the gal, right? All right, I say so. She's definitely, and as I say, definitely a dope performer from Three Cheers You. And today you've seen the emotion in her face, you know what I mean, and in her delivery. So yeah, so how can people hit you up on social media, etc.?
Well, you can find me on Instagram, well, across platforms, really and truly. If you put in Butterfly Bad, BUTTERFLYBARD, Butterfly Bad. That's where you'll find me. On YouTube, it is KERVISHA, so just KERVISHA.
Yeah, and that's spelled KERVISHA.
Yeah, big up
KERVISHA, big up me, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, that has been a pleasure. The album is out now. Accidentally. Art, right? KERVISHA has been our guest today on The Grind. We thank you, and keep sending the music, keep making the music, right?
Thank you so much.
No doubt. Trav,
Blessings.
give me fine from the top again.
The Grind.
Hi! If you liked that video, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and tap the bell icon to get notified anytime we go live or post new videos. OURradio.fm, your urban alternative.